What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Well, yesterday, NFL Drop EA was trending. Obviously, you look today at some reception from the media to that, as most headlines read the game's reception fell flat and gamers are frustrated with the product. And it looks like EA responded today, and they responded in a way that kind of surprises me. Now, let me just say, Shotmaster, been in the community a long time, maybe longer than me. Love the guy, really appreciate the time he's put in to this game, but I'm not speaking about him. He's been giving away copies of this game, as have most community members, for years, and that's an acceptable practice. It's understood by gamers, streamers, and content creators, but I think what we're seeing today is something distinctly different. I'm actually a little bit disturbed at the volume of people that are getting free game codes. You know, it's almost a supply and demand. It seems very disrespectful to me, to a consumer that pays full price for your product, and here we are literally just days later, and there are thousands of copies of this game being given away. And you can go over to the Madden NFL Twitter and just see they've retweeted athletes, rappers, teams. It's just countless people seem to be just giving away copies of this game. You know, contests are one thing. I pointed out on Twitter earlier. You know, there was a school drive that was being done with Madden codes. That's fantastic. Find positive ways to create change. Let people donate $1 to support, you know, a positive cause in local communities with what we're going through. That would be one thing. You know, this to me is another. This is, you know, code dumping. And to go back to people talking about, oh, there's fictitious reviews that are happening. You know, if you're concerned about a Metacritic rating being negatively impacted by people that are going and posting faux reviews, then you should be absolutely beside yourself at a company that's giving away game copies at this volume. Because what you're talking about is the overall value, the perceived value of the product. So those people that just a couple days ago, really in some cases just a few hours ago, were very upset that the game was being shown in a much more negative light, I hope they understand that the game's value being diminished this way puts it in a much more negative light. Because to me, this is simply EA coming out and trying to get the game in the hands of as many people as they can that will probably be more inclined to purchase a microtransaction because they feel as if they've saved money by getting the game for free. And I'll tell you, the thing that interests me the most is, let's give this a few weeks and see how many positive reviews start to appear after the market has essentially been flooded with all these free games. Because we all know people are going to be partial to something they're given for free, whether it means they're buying something additional for it or they feel like they got a better value from it because they didn't have any upfront costs. So that's a big concern. I mean, you feel like in one way they're trying to get out there and counteract all the negativity by getting the game out to people, letting them experiencing it. But at the same time, you know, there really is no winner here, because what are you doing to the people that just pre-ordered your game for $100 that in some cases, by the way, I know I haven't mentioned it, still don't have their pre-order bonuses? So, you know, the challenge here with EA is they have to counteract both of these things. But guess what? If you had a quality product in our hand, if you gave us the game that you promised to deliver, you wouldn't be in this position to begin with. And one final point, I know a lot of people are very passionate, myself included, about this. I want to make sure that when you're going out to Twitter and you're sharing hashtags, understand that you're doing so to many people in our name. You know, don't do something that disrespects someone or degrades someone just because they enjoy the game. I'm happy there's tons of creators in this game that seem to love Madden, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just know that I want to be in that same position as well, and right now, the quality of the game that I have, the effort I feel that's being put into my game mode, doesn't get me there, and that's why I've started this channel for a very long time, trying to get games to the point where I can play them and enjoy them, because unfortunately, we've seen Madden has just pulled away from that so much. Love to know your guys' thoughts on this, appreciate you checking it out, and you know I will be back in the week with more commentary.